Today, I'll talk to you about cars that, despite being true gems, nobody buys. In the vast automotive world, there are models that, although they offer exceptional features and remarkable performance, fail to capture the market, adapting the attention of the general public. This phenomenon can be due to various factors, from poor marketing strategies to misconceptions by consumers. Let's start with the first car. Imagine a car that combines a retro-futuristic design with cutting-edge technology, designed for 21st century urban mobility. That is the Honda E, an electric vehicle that, despite its impressive features, did not achieve the expected commercial success. The Honda E was introduced as a tribute to the brand's early models, incorporating clean lines and a migratory aesthetic. Minimalist, reminiscent of the classic Honda Civic from the 70s. However, beneath its retro appearance, this vehicle hides a series of technological innovations that position it as a benchmark in the urban electric car segment. Equipped with an electric motor that offers between 134 and 152 horsepower, the Honda provides an agile and quiet driving experience, ideal for the urban environment. Its 35.5 kilowatt-hour battery provides a range of up to 220 kilometers, according to the WLTP cycle, sufficient for the city, meeting the daily needs of most city drivers. Additionally, it features a fast charging system that allows the battery to be recharged to 80% in approximately 30 minutes. One of the most notable features of the Honda is its camera mirror system, which replaces traditional mirrors with screens inside the vehicle, improving aerodynamics and offering a clearer view of the surroundings. The interior also impresses with a panoramic screen that spans the entire interior. The entire dashboard, integrating infotainment and connectivity functions in an intuitive and modern way. Why didn't it achieve the expected success? Despite its multiple attributes, the Honda E faced significant challenges in the market. Its launch price, which was around €33,850 in Germany, positioned it in a premium segment, competing with models of greater range and size. Additionally, its limited range was seen as a disadvantage compared to other electric vehicles that offered superior ranges, which could have deterred potential buyers. But this is not the case. It is the only electric car on the list. Could this have something to do with its sales results? Let's move on to the second car. From a brand dreamed of by many. When Porsche announced its first fully electric vehicle, the Taycan, expectations were high. However, despite its impressive engineering and performance, the Taycan has faced significant obstacles in terms of sales. Launched in 2019, the Taycan represented Porsche's foray into the high-performance electric vehicle market. With a sleek design and advanced technology, the Taycan offered a driving experience that combined the brand's sports heritage with electric sustainability. The Taycan is available in several versions, including the 4S, Turbo, and Turbo S, each with different levels of power and range. Its 800-volt architecture allows for fast charging and consistent performance, features that position it as a formidable competitor in the luxury electric vehicle segment. Despite its attributes, the Taycan has experienced a notable decline in sales. In 2024, Porsche delivered 20,836 units of the Taycan, which represents a 49% drop compared to the previous year. This decrease is partly attributed to the transition towards an updated model and a slower adoption of electric mobility than anticipated. Several factors have influenced the sales of the Taycan. The growing competition in the luxury electric vehicle market, economic fluctuations in key markets like China, and concerns about charging infrastructure have affected consumers' purchasing decisions. Additionally, the public perception of the Taycan's range and price has also played a role in its commercial performance. We must also consider that this car is not for everyone, as it has a rather high price for the vast majority of people, with an approximate price of $130,000 depending on the version. But let's not go that far. Let's talk about another car that costs 5 times less, the electric Fiat 500. The Fiat 500e, the electric version of the iconic Cinquecento, combines Italian charm with sustainable mobility. However, despite its attractive design and urban features, this model has faced significant challenges in its adoption by the public. The Fiat 500 was initially introduced in 2013 as an electric version of a popular Fiat 500, primarily targeting the US market, especially in California and Oregon. Despite its charming design and ideal dimensions for the city, sales were limited, which led Fiat to discontinue the model in 2019. In 2020, Fiat introduced a completely revamped version of the 500 for the European market with significant improvements in range and technology. This new model offered a range of approximately 162 miles in the city and 149 miles in a combined cycle, according to the manufacturer's estimates. Following its success in Europe, Fiat decided to reintroduce the 500 in the United States at the beginning of 2024. Despite the expectations, sales did not reach the anticipated levels. According to reports, Stellantis, Fiat's parent company, paused the production of the 500 due to low demand in Europe, which reflects similar challenges in the US market. Several factors have influenced the company's reception of the 500 in the market. Its compact size. Although ideal for European urban environments, it may not suit the preferences of American consumers, who tend to opt for larger vehicles. Additionally, competition in the electric vehicle market has increased, offering options with greater range and advanced features. Let's move on to a controversial brand that recently made headlines due to its rebranding. When Jaguar introduced the E-Pace in 2018, it was expected that this electric SUV would revolutionize the luxury vehicle segment. However, despite its cutting-edge design and advanced technology, the E-Pace is an SUV that is not of its time. The I-Pace did not achieve the anticipated commercial success. The I-Pace marked Jaguar's entry into the electric vehicle market. With an aerodynamic design and a futuristic aesthetic, the I-Pace combined British elegance with sustainable performance. Equipped with two electric motors delivering a combined power of 394 horsepower and 512 torque, this SUV offered acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour in approximately 15 minutes. 4.5 seconds. Its 90 kilowatt-hour battery provided an estimated range of up to 470 kilometers, according to the WLTP cycle. Despite its impressive specifications, the sales of the I-Pace were modest. In 2019, its most successful year, approximately 17,000 units were sold worldwide. However, these figures declined in the following years, with total sales reaching around 70,000 units by the end of 2024. Several factors influenced the limited acceptance of the I-Pace in the market. Growing competition. The luxury electric SUV segment became increasingly competitive, with the entry of models like the Tesla Model Y and the Audi e-tron, which offered similar features and, in some cases, greater ranges. Throughout its life cycle, the I-Pace received few significant updates in terms of technology and performance, which left it lagging behind competitors that were rapidly evolving. Although Jaguar is recognized for its luxury and performance, some consumers perceived that the price of the I-Pace was not fully justified compared to the offerings of other brands in the same segment. In August 2023, Jaguar announced that the E-Pace would be discontinued in the first half of 2025, as part of a broader strategy to reinvent itself as an exclusively luxury electric brand. This restructuring also involved the cessation of production of other models, leaving the F-Pace as the only vehicle in production until the end of 2025. Now let's talk about the only truck on this list. The Honda Ridgeline is a mid-size truck that combines reliability loaded with safety, characteristic of the brand with unique innovations. However, despite its attributes, it has not managed to position itself among the best-selling in its segment. This truck is distinguished by its unibody construction, different from the traditional body-on-frame chassis of most trucks. This architecture provides a smoother ride similar to an SUV, enhancing comfort on the road. Additionally, it incorporates innovative features like the dual-action tailgate and the integrated trunk in the bed, offering practical solutions for cargo transport. Equipped with a 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing 280 horsepower and 262 torque, the Honda offers a towing capacity of up to 5,000 pounds. Its all-wheel drive and independent suspension on all four wheels contribute to a stable and safe driving experience, both on the road and on uneven terrain. Despite its merits, the Ridgeline has faced challenges in capturing a significant share of the mid-size truck market. In March 2024, Ridgeline sales fell by 22.3% compared to the same month the previous year, selling 3,967 units compared to 5,108 in March 2023. While some vehicles become icons, others, despite their excellence, remain in the shadows. However, each model provides valuable lessons that, if learned and applied, can pave the way for future successes in the industry. When considering the purchase of a vehicle, it is essential to look beyond the sales figures and explore the features and values that each model offers. After all, sometimes the true automotive gems are those that are still waiting to be discovered by those who seek something more than the conventional.